Alright, it's the 26th of June, and this should be Avatar The Way of Water 4K Steelbook from HMV. So yeah, and it is. Just check this alright, yep, it is. So yeah, this is the 4K Steelbook, which in the UK is exclusive to HMV, as well as the 3D Blu-ray Steelbook. The price is £35 for this, and the 3D Blu-ray one is 30, so £5 difference in price. So yeah, but just with this film particularly, I'd recommend the 4K. I'd really recommend the 4K. So yeah, and also it's weird that this is the first, I guess, in terms of the 3D Blu-ray, it's the first mainstream 3D Blu-ray release in years. So yeah, but this is just the 4K. I know some people are upset that there's no version to get where it has the 3D Blu-ray and the 4K, which I don't know many people. Most people just like it's either or generally. I mean, for one, my 4K OLED TV, LG OLED, it doesn't do 3D, so yeah. But it is an option for people. What I do quite like is, since this is technically a Disney release, in the UK the Disney Steelbooks come in these proper J cards. I wish they wouldn't stick these down. I don't like the overflap bit on these. Never liked that. There we go. The 3D Blu-ray doesn't have that. It's just like that. They're just the J card. But I do prefer this actually being a proper, J card like this, rather than just being a bit of paper stuck to the back that folds over the front, which I think is what the US one is, although it might be card, I'm not sure. But here we are. Here is the artwork, and I do really like the artwork for this. I do really like the artwork for this release. Yeah, there's a bit of residue on there. The standard 4K release, the standard 4K artwork, I think looks lazy as shit. Yeah, this one looks more dramatic pose. We open it up. There we go, there's the full artwork. And yeah, this is a 3-disc set, because we actually have quite a few special features on its own disc, which, let's take the discs out one at a time. So here's our bonus disc, which will have all of our, I think it's 3+ hours of special features. I think, could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure it's 3+ hours. Also, what's nice about, now, I'm not sure about the UK standard release, but I know the US standard 4K releases and the 3D Blu-ray releases, they stack the discs, whereas the Steelbook, they haven't stacked the discs, thankfully. I don't think that'll be the case for the UK releases, because it's very rare that on a UK release do they ever stack the discs. That's not usually something they do. There's the film itself on Blu-ray. And finally, pop it out, the 4K disc itself. So yeah, now this film, it's not the best film. It's not a bad film. It's not a bad film. I think it's just like, it's basically one of those like visual experiences. Basically, like if you are buying this release, really you should have a decent TV or projector or whatever to watch this. Here's the inside artwork there. Like basically, this release is going to be primarily bought by collectors, but yeah, it is a visual experience, so it is that. So yeah, but I do highly recommend it in terms of that. Now this is only at 24 frames per second rather than being at 48, although the film itself actually varies between 24 and 48, which people say isn't possible on 4K Blu-ray for it to have a variable refresh rate, which that part is actually true. But what they could have done is basically still have it be at 48 frames a second, but the 24 frames a second still playing as that, but actually rendered at. But I'm explaining this really badly. So basically, they could have a render of the film that is all 48 frames a second, even though bits of it are still at 24. They could still do that. I'm actually glad they didn't do that, because for me, it's I prefer it being a more consistent viewing experience. Is it? God, that's a bit of residue that just doesn't want to come off. That just does not want to come off, that bit of muck there. There we go. I actually do, but I know some people are disappointed by that. But yeah, this will definitely be the de facto way to watch the film. Something that irritates me a little bit is just the E on the spine, because the first films will be coming out on 4K Blu-ray here in the UK, I think on the 10th of July, which I pre-ordered the Steelbook for that, which I'll be doing an unboxing of. That also just has an A on the side, so yeah, it's going to make it a little bit confusing when just having them, when all you can see is just the spine. So yeah, a little bit just like, oh, just why they did that, because they didn't do that on the original film's Blu-ray releases. So yeah, but there we go. I will say though, this is also, I've been told this is also the first Disney 4K Blu-ray release that's actually on a 100GB Blu-ray 4K Blu-ray disc. I know, because Disney has actually, even on their true 4Ks, have been compressing it down, a lot of their films down, so they'll fit on, I think it's the 66 gig or 70 gig 4K Blu-ray discs, or BDXL discs as they're officially called. So yes, on this one, James Cameron was none of that. He wanted it best quality possible. So yeah, thankfully you're gonna get the maximum bit rates and that on this. So yeah, overall as a release, I mean, despite what you think of the film itself, it's still a really good release in terms of all of the special features and everything and that you're getting. So, but yeah, there we go, people. There we go.